Welcoming everyone to the day 2 of the weekend practice challenge. My name is Teacher Smith and today we are going to understand a very interesting topic. The name is counting triangles. So in this question we are going to count the number of triangles. Let's have a look. Here the question is count the number of triangles and I have a figure. So if I ask you how many triangles are here, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the answer is 4. Is that all? So we think, oh, there are only 4 triangles here. Are we sure? Let's try to understand using a simple example why there are not just 4 triangles here. So here I have a figure. Now if I want to count the number of triangles here, wow, very fast. We feel it's just 2 triangles, that is 1 here and 1 here. But let's try to understand something more. I have a triangle here. I have another. So how many triangles do I have? Oh, 2 triangles. Now what happens if I combine them? After combining them, we get a one big triangle. So what we can understand here? If we have 2 triangles next to each other, we can combine them and then count. So here in this figure, there is a triangle here. There is another triangle here. And in total, it's a one big triangle, that is the third triangle. That is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So what we can understand from this small example, we see that to count the number of triangles, we can combine and then count. So let's summarize. To count the number of triangles, just combine and count. Not just here. What if the figure is a bit more challenging? Now what happens if I want to count the number of triangles here? Oh, very simple. The first thing is we can simply see there are 3 triangles. So when I count 1 parts, that is first triangle, second triangle and third triangle. So when I count 1 part, there are 3 triangles. Now is that all? Only 3? Yes, very good. We can combine and then count. So let's just combine. So now what happens if I combine this 2? This is 1 triangle. Now there is another part that is left out. So for 2 parts, this another part I will try to combine. I need 2 parts, right? So this part, with which part I can combine? Can I combine with this one? No, it won't form a triangle. So I can only combine with this one. So this is 1 triangle and this is another triangle. So for 2 parts I have 2 triangles. Now is that all? Can I only combine 1 part and only 2 parts together? What happens if I combine all the 3 parts? Which shape does it form? It's a very big triangle. So what we can understand here, it's not 1, 2, it can combine 3 parts. That is one big triangle. Now if I want to count the number of triangles here, what we can do? Oh, simply add them up. So 3 plus 2 plus 1, if I add here, which is nothing but 6, very fast. Now I want you all to pay attention on something very nice. Check here. The number is 3. The next number is 2. And the next number is 1. What is happening to the numbers? The number keeps getting smaller and smaller from 3 to 2 to 1. And then we simply add them up. So actually we don't have to find each and every part. We can find out 1 part, that is 3, and then we can just remove 1. 3 becomes 2, 2 becomes 1 and 1 is just 0. So what we can understand, just find 1 part and then keep removing 1. So let's just summarize here. We just count 1 part, then remove 1 to get the answer. Now understanding this, let's try to do our question here. So in our question, we have to count the number of triangles. So the first thing that we count is how many triangles are here. That is 1 part. How many 1 part triangles are here? Wow, very good. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll write down 4 triangles. Now after we count 1 part, how to get 2 parts? Oh, we can just remove 1. That is 4 becomes 3. So 4 becomes 3 and we can check. See, this is a triangle, another triangle. We combine one triangle. Second triangle, third triangle. There are 3 triangles. So one part I have calculated, 2 parts I have calculated. This, that all. 3 parts. So here 3 parts, 4, 3. The next one will be, just 2. So I'll write down 2 triangles. And we can calculate it by combining these 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. These 3 parts when I combine, I get 1 triangle. These 3 parts when I combine, I get second triangle. So that's why it's 2 triangles. So 1, 2, only 3 parts. We can combine all the 4 parts together. So 4 parts together is nothing but just 1. See, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And now how to calculate the total number of triangles? Just add them up. So here if I add them up, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, what is the answer? Wow, very good, it's just 10. So here let's write it down as 10. So what we can understand, in order to count the number of triangles, we can just combine and then count. And we can just find out one part, then we can just remove one to get the answer. Now if you have understood this, for any other doubts or to submit your work for day 2, you can scan this QR code to join our 2026 P1 group. In this group, you can submit your work, or else if you have more other doubts, you can scan the QR code and ask me. I'll help you to solve. For now, I'm Teacher Smith signing off right now, but I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.